Hey y'all, I'm going to tell y'all about my mindful experience. So, going into this, I was a little nervous. I was scared I was going to miss something while I was away from my phone. But anyways, at about 12, I started preparing for this. So, I texted my parents. I was like, hey, I won't be able to talk to you. I told my friends, hey, don't text me. Not really like that. It just kind of happened. So, anyways, so there goes my double texting. I double text so much, but it's okay. Shows that I care. But anyways, so at 1 p.m., it's whenever I got out of class. I went to lunch with Hallie and Tyler. We went to the Fresh. And apparently, fried chicken Wednesdays are a thing. I never knew that, but I don't really go to the Fresh that much, but that's okay. While we were there, we saw Earl and some other guy. I forgot his name, but that's okay. Um, he doesn't really wear red pants, so sorry about that. So what we did was we were talking to him or whatever, and I was watching them to make sure they weren't getting on their phones. Because if I have to go without my phone, I'm gonna make sure they don't get on their phone either. But anyways, he had a cup of, it looked like mashed potatoes and gravy. And we were like, how do you do that? I can't draw cups. Sorry about that. And so he was like, oh, it's a root beer float. Because we were wondering how he got the lunch ladies to do that. Or they're not lunch ladies, they're cafeteria workers, but that's okay. So moving on to walking the class. This was at 2-ish. And we were talking about goldfish, and this is one thing that I noticed during the challenge was people can be very rude, and I guess that's one thing I never really noticed was how rude people can be and how much I just ignore people. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to emphasize how bad how rude they were. But we were talking about how long goldfish can actually live because I had a goldfish that lasts for a long time. But anyways, okay, here's 2 p.m. at sociology. Like I said, I became more aware of the seats, like how squeaky they are. I don't know, I guess I kind of ignore how much noise happens. And also people are always on their phones, and I'm not even going to attempt to put clothes on this person. So people are always on their phones, and even people that take notes on the computer, they're not doing what they should be doing. And I never noticed that because I'm always on my phone too, so can't really talk. And okay, so after sociology, I went to the Agora with my friend Emily, and we were talking about how she's going home this weekend to Florida, and that's really exciting because she hasn't went back home since she moved up here, and she's really excited about it, so that's cool. So she was on Snapchat, and I obviously wasn't, and she asked me if somebody was in our class, and I was like, huh, interesting, she is, or he or she is, and I was like, huh, interesting. So continuing on, as I was walking back to my dorm, I actually noticed how bad it smells past the science tower. I don't know what they do, but it smells so bad. So anyways, so I walked up to my dorm and I saw Kelsey standing out there, and she was like, come with me. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I went to the bookstore with her and I bought a $30 planner, and the drawing doesn't do it justice, so there it is. It's really cute. It was actually worth $30 in my opinion. So from 4 to 5, I spent that time alone. That sounds depressing, but it's not. Um, I was wondering what time it was, but then I realized that I actually own a clock. So, anyways, during this time, I organized my whole life basically, and that was me wondering what I was missing out on. But in light of this experience, I got really organized, so I think that's something I need to keep up with. and what I learned in this experience.